Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you please to be upstanding and give the very warmest of welcomes into this field here at Braemar Gathering to their Majesties the King and Queen. Please give them their welcome. Keep up that applause, everyone. Keep up that great applause as we welcome both their Majesties the King and Queen to Braemar Gathering here today. Yes, keep up that applause for them all. Their Majesties being met by His Majesty's Lord Lieutenant of Aberdeenshire, Sandy Manson, and Mrs. Barbara Manson. And the President of the Braemar Royal Highland Society, also greeting their Majesties, Mr. Peter Fraser. Their Majesties now moving up towards the Royal Pavilion to meet the Vice Patrons of the Society, Philip Farquharson of Invercold, Captain Mark Nicholson, His Grace the Duke of Fife, and Sir James Milne. Ladies and gentlemen, following the sad news yesterday of the death of Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Kent, I invite you to join me now in observing a minute's silence as we remember her life and service. Thank you. Can I now invite you to remain standing and join the singing of the National Anthem. God save our gracious King, long live our noble King. God save our King. Glorious, happy and glorious, unto the Now this young lady coming forward to present a posy to Her Majesty the Queen, Ivy McFadden, who's 10 years old from Braemar. Give her a wee round of applause. Your Majesties, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, today, as always, it is our great pleasure to welcome you to the Princess Royal and Duke of Fife Memorial Park, to the historic and world-famous Braemar Gathering. This great gathering in Highland Games falls at the end of another successful season of Highland Games throughout the country, where new records have been set and visitors from all over the world have again enjoyed the traditions and sportsmanship from hundreds of competitors across all the disciplines. And from here at Braemar Gathering to the very smallest of our community games, we proudly link the heritage of Highland Games to the great traditions of Scotland, which are unique and adored across the world. So much of the history of Braemar Gathering is based on the proud historic links to the Highlanders of Upper Deeside, links that date to the beginning of this gathering in its current form in 1832. Sadly, since 1938, and following the dark years of the Second World War, we have not seen the presence of the Duff or Invercalled Highlanders at Braemar. But today, with the inspiration and determined spirit of a Highland revival, we have proudly welcomed to this great gathering again two small, newly formed contingents of both the Duff and Invercalled Highlanders. We hope these distinguished contingents of Highlanders will thrive and grow in the years ahead. And may I, on behalf of everyone here, warmly congratulate the Highlanders for all they do in rekindling to promote the finest of Highland culture and identity, and thank them for their long-standing loyalty to Braemar Gathering. Today we are delighted and honoured to have your Majesties grace us here with your presence today, and I know I speak for everyone when I say how much we appreciate your attendance and support. And please note that the communities here in your beloved Royal Deeside and around the country, and all those who take part in Highland Games, send you both our very best and most steadfast of wishes. And our thoughts are very much with the royal family following the sad loss of Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Kent. Today, we present the finest of athletes, sportsmen and women, dancers, pipers and drummers, and a proud showcase of talent from your Majesty's armed forces. We have with us now 10 pipe bands formed up and ready to enter the arena, led by Drum Major Roland Stewart, along with a small company of the Duff Highlanders, marching to salute our monarch and patron for the first time in 87 years. For kith and kin, 100,000 welcomes to you all, and bring in the pipes and drums. Now, what about a welcome to our massed pipes and drums? Come on, everyone, give them the welcome that they deserve. Come away, let me tell you who they are. The pipe bands of Ballater, Lonach, Perth, Dunnottar, Blairgowrie, Kintore, Gordonston, Huntly, Langham and Ellen. Our leading drum major is Roland Stewart, and our leading pipe major is Ian Stewart. Come on, keep up that applause. Those mass pipes and drums now then, approaching the Royal Pavilion, where our leading drum major, Roland Stewart, and that great array of drum majors will offer their salute to their Majesties. And we are so delighted, coming behind the mass pipes and drums, everyone. Today, the first outing of this small contingent of recently recruited Duff Highlanders, clad in the vibrant Macduff tartan, carrying spears and wearing their sprig of holly in their Glengarry bonnets, as did their forefathers, the red-kilted keepers of Mar, the Red Dogs, all those years ago. Keep your applause up for them all. And the Duff Highlanders then, with their senior officer, Alexander Fraser, Master of Sultan. The Loch Aber axes being carried by Joss McGregor and Brian Wood. The standard bearer, Michelle Bra, and the Duff Highlanders. In that wonderful uniforms with the Macduff tartan. Come on everyone, keep up your applause when they come to your part of the arena. Those great uniforms, that tartan looking so resplendent. How lovely to see them back after an absence of 87 years. We were so delighted this morning with the march across the village, also to welcome a small company of Invercold Highlanders. This morning, which was led by Captain Scott Fraser. The Duff Highlanders today makes us cast our memories back to the great history of the Braemar gathering between 1832 and 1938. The March of the Clansmen was always one of the great and main attractions at Braemar gathering. As I said earlier today, similar to the marches we know so well at Lorna and Athol. But here at Braemar, it was the Duff, Invercold and Balmoral Highlanders who marched at this wonderful gathering. Now there they are, everyone, going round this field to the tunes Scotland the Brave, Fleck from Flotta and Wings. And as the mass pipes and drums go under the Queen Elizabeth archway, everyone, give them another cheer, a cheer that they will hear above the pipes. And then our games will continue. So come on, everyone, yes, give them that cheer that they so very much deserve. The pipe bands of Ballater, Lonach, Perth, Dunnottar, Blairgowrie, Kintore, Gordonstoun, Huntly, Langham and Ellen. Now we will welcome the Duff Highlanders back at 4:15 today, but what about another cheer for the Duff Highlanders as they leave the field as well? Well done. And on behalf of us all, Duff Highlanders, welcome back to Braemar Gathering. Now we're calling the 6 finalists for the 80 metres, the British Championship.